The reason why I think I started Breathe Heavy about Britney is because... What's going on, guys? This is Jordan Miller. I'm the owner and founder of Breathe Heavy. To celebrate Britney's 40th birthday, I figured it'd be a great opportunity to explain to you why Britney. I get asked this question all the time. Why did I choose to start Breathe Heavy about Britney way back in 2004? And for a long time, I wasn't quite sure what to say, and I didn't have an answer. But the more I've kind of thought about it and talked it out, I've come to a conclusion. But before I explain, let's play that intro.
You, you're cool, you, I'm out.
First of all, I want to kick this video off by wishing Britney a very happy 40th birthday. It's an incredible milestone, and I just constantly root for her. Happy birthday, Britney. Now, over the years, I've been asked, why Britney? Why did you start Breathe Heavy about Britney? And for a long time, I kept regurgitating this answer of her having this X factor, and that I couldn't quite put my finger on the reason why I gravitated towards her as a young kid and have always kind of stuck by her side throughout all these years. And while I do think that that's still true, she's definitely an enigma and she does have an X factor about her. The more that I kind of thought about it and reasoned, like, okay, Jordan, why did you start Breathe Heavy? You know, what is it about Britney? The reason why I think I started Breathe Heavy about Britney is because I've always thought she is just very cool. I know it kind of sounds uncool to like say that, but the more that I think about it, that's really something that I've always thought about when it comes to Britney. Now, this kind of feeling is something that goes way back to when I was a kid. I always thought she was just so cool. Now that I've had a chance to kind of understand, like, it's Britney's cool factor that I've gravitated towards, I kind of started to unpack that and began to think, okay, well, what specifically about Britney do I think is cool? First and foremost, I always thought her music was just so cool. There's something about the way that she tackles a pop song where there's just this confidence and she just makes it sound effortless. All the interviews that have come out over the years of people working with her, producers, songwriters, whoever, they've always said that Britney is just such a professional, creative artist, and there's something about that I find to be super cool. Like, there's something about being able to be masterful at your work and then it transcending into millions of people's lives and doing it with this kind of feeling of like you're just a badass. I have always tried to embody that in some way with my own work in terms of Breathe Heavy and other ways and other facets of my life that I approach. But I didn't actually realize that I was like, I'm trying to be cool, which I get the irony, like trying to be cool is actually not that cool. But I don't know if I've always tried to like be cool. I've just tried to kind of like live my life to be confident, and I didn't exactly realize that I was trying to embody some aspect of her in that sense. Another reason I think Britney is cool is her performances. There's no denying that her stage presence is unmatched. I mean, she's given some of the most iconic performances of our generation, and it's really cool to have been a part of that pop culture phenomenon when we were kind of in our teens and the internet was still blossoming in many ways, and the dominance of social media hadn't sunk its teeth into everyone's lives just yet. So there was like this really special thing about being able to tune into an award show or wherever, and you'd see this performance from Britney, and it was like this, like, you know, just this larger than life moment. And she would just take the stage, and the look in her eyes was always just so cool. Now, in order for her to be able to have done these performances in the way that she did, she had to be also really fit. And I've always thought it was super cool of Britney to be this like pop star athlete. I personally train in CrossFit at least 5-6 times a week and dial in my nutrition and all that. And I know what it does for your life. And so for her to have embodied that as this pop star, even today, at the time of me recording this video, she had posted a photo celebrating her 40th birthday, and she's like looking amazing, and she's saying she's working out, and I just love that. I think that's so inspirational, and I find that also to be very cool. Reason numero cuatro that I find Britney to be very cool is that she says what's on her mind. Growing up, if you were following Britney, which I'm assuming if you're watching this video, by the way, thank you, you know that she was writing, stories and letters and these introspective pieces for her fans. They would go up in all kinds of places. At one point, they were exclusively going up on BritneySpears.com. Now they reside on her Instagram. And what I've always loved about her is that she speaks her mind. Now there's a whole part of this whole thing with the conservatorship that stopped her from doing that. And now that the conservatorship has been lifted, she's posting more frequently on Instagram, and she's sharing her thoughts, and she's in some ways dragging a lot of people and her family for the people that put her in this situation to begin with. And I find that to be super cool because she's living her truth. And that's something I think we should all try to do. I try to do that, and it's not an easy task. It takes this element of vulnerability to be able to do that. And I find that to be really something I strive to do as well in my own life. And last but not least, I think that Britney's resilience is very cool. I don't think this is talked about enough, but Britney is one of the most resilient people I've ever seen. Now, obviously, I follow what Britney does every single day just because of BreatheHeavy and all that, but I follow other artists too. I have not seen other artists go through quite the same journey that Britney has, and I've had this really interesting perspective and this really unique position, all things considered, with Free Britney and the conservatorship and just being outspoken way back in 2008 and just everything that happened after the fact. I follow other people too, and although there's certain artists that have really gone through their own trials and tribulations as well, Rihanna, Taylor Swift with her music, Kesha with Dr. Luke and all that, Britney's has just been something that I think has been so different because it took the legal system into consideration and her family and fame and the power of her fandom to be able to unite, to seek justice for her. And all of that happened, and she's still smiling. And I love that because we all can relate. Life can get really hard, and things can blow up in your face. And it's very easy to just curl up in a ball and hide in bed and not want to face it. And I'm sure that Britney's had those days. We all have those days. But what's most important is to recognize that and then to be able to pull yourself out of that place and practice resilience and to tell the world, like, I am strong. I'm going to get through this. I'm getting through this, and I got this. So those are just a couple reasons why I think Britney Spears is a cool, badass chick. Britney, happy birthday. Thank you for allowing me to cover you and report about you for all of these years. You're an inspirational, amazing woman. And to everyone watching, thank you so much. I hope you like, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff. Now, in the spirit of this video, I'm gonna leave you with this special montage of Britney saying the word cool. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video.
It was really cool. It's going to be really, really exciting. Very cool. It was really cool, really interesting, and very cool. I think it's really cool. It's just really cool. Okay, cool. Really, really cool and exciting. Very cool. Really cool. I think they're very cool. Pretty cool. It's a really cool song. It's really different and interesting. I think they're very cool. I think that would be very, very cool. So